the other things we can do here at SBS is add effects to your video, and one of the requests that Laura had was to make her blue somehow. So we're going to mess around with the color a little bit here in part 2 of the interview, see what we can do to satisfy her request, see if we can make her blue, or see what the heck we can do. Yeah, let's give it a shot and see what else she's got to say here on SBS Live part 2.
Big dreams, gangster, said you had to leave to start your life over. I was no peace, stay here. We don't need no money, we can make it all work. But he headed out on Sunday, said he'd call on Monday. I stayed waiting, anticipating, and pacing, but he was chasing paper. Caught up in the game, it was the last I heard.
Tell me about your first concert experience.
Oh.
How did that change?
Okay. There's a few, but the best one that I can think of was the first one with kind of a death metal band.
Okay.
And we were playing the Cobalt.
Yeah.
Which I had never really been to before, or I'd been there but not played. And I thought for sure I was going to get a bottle.
Yeah. Cobalt could be a little bit rough for sure, yeah.
But it was great. Everyone was so supportive, and it was awesome. So Wendy there was awesome.
I would think that that's another affirmation for yourself. If you can survive the Cobalt, you can pretty much know that you're going to be okay in Vancouver, right? That's a good thing.
No, it was a welcoming place for sure.
That's good. Laura, tell me, live performance, how much improv is there from a Laura Kelsey performance? Or is it exactly like they hear it recorded, or is there room for you to do kind of something new each time?
I hope there's... I try and do vocal variation for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The guitar is pretty plunky most of the time, so
yeah.
that's what you get.
That's the style, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be there for you. It's reliable.
But I've been working a lot with the harmonica attached to me while I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
But my little thing flips down a lot, so I've got to work on it.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll work that in.
Sturdier harmonica stand.
More.
Up at the top of the band need board.
Or maybe could I attach it to, because I changed them around. Could I have something that would hold it on the stand that I could duck down and blow on while and then
probably
duck up
could.
and sing?
If it's a stand you're looking for, it can be made. It can be made. What would you say, in your opinion, makes for the perfect cover song?
Perfect cover song.
Yeah. It doesn't have to necessarily be something that you've done, but just in general, what defines a good cover song?
I guess hopefully something different and that brings someone's own style into the song. Otherwise it's kind of karaoke, I think.
Right. So to just repeat the same thing that somebody's already done is, I don't know, is it almost an insult instead of an homage? Or
no,
is
I don't
it
think so, because people, enjoy things in their different ways, but at the same time, you can't just emulate something exactly. You have to add your own.
Give it your own flavor.
Hopefully.
I'm not supposed to have opinions here, but I agree
Give it
with
your
that.
own flavor.
Yeah, as online stuff goes, you've got various places that you can post, like your Facebook page. Of course, there is www.laurakelsey.com. How important is it to kind of remain in the face of the fans through an online basis every day?
I think it's intrusive and not entirely right.
Okay. Like in terms of you posting out there into the world?
I don't know. Or it's just, the whole thing is pretty narcissistic and strange, but at the same time, it's what's going on, and I really appreciate anyone that takes the time to listen to something that I've created is, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So if they, if I can update them, then that's good. But at the same time, it's such a connected world. I don't know how I feel about it.
It does kind of feel a little bit like looking at yourself in the mirror for too long in the morning kind of thing, I can definitely appreciate that. But I guess with what you're saying, you can also kind of draw to the conclusion that if you weren't to do this kind of stuff, that you'd almost be forgotten or left behind? Is it important to do that nowadays?
I think in a way of connecting with other musicians and to create, to show what you have done or what you're capable of doing or what you'd like to do. But at the same time, you know, sharing all the little details of your life and putting your image up in different ways it's
I can imagine that, yeah.
Everybody does it though. It's the norm.
It's true, right? That's
So,
true. And, you know, we definitely here at the studio, we know firsthand that it takes a tremendous amount of time to keep that going as well, to be
That's
online
true.
every day and to make those posts or
People
just to...
Twitter all day. Tweet.
Absolutely, and just to connect. Now, when you were first getting going, when you were just becoming an artist and just figuring out that this was something you wanted to do, did you realize that that was going to be such a large part of kind of the path that you were on?
I think it's such a large part of everything now that it's not surprising.
Right.
But it's fun to put things on YouTube.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things shared on other social media sites like Facebook and Twitter that are unnecessary.
Right. That's very true. Yeah. It's kind of like being at the world's dentist office and just hearing what people tell the secretary or something.
But it's so convenient, and
so
is convenience evil? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
It's too easy.
But at the end of the day, we found you this way.
I know, and
So
I find
there's good
people.
things,
I
right?
reconnected with Tyler W.
Oh,
on
really?
Facebook. That's how we found each other.
There
you
we
know,
go.
so it's tough.
Okay.
It's a tough balance between the technological and physical world.
So, with all the Twitter and all that kind of stuff, is the how do you keep the music separate from the business side of this whole thing?
I think that's difficult to do because you want people to listen, and to get listeners, you have to do contemporary things, but you also want to do creative and different things as well.
Right. Do you find that, like, that frustration kind of bleeds into the music at all, or is that, like, are you able to
think
keep
you can.
that kind of separate?
I think if you want to,
Right.
like, if you wrote a song about it, or,
Right, so there might be a time to use that kind of... That's fair. So as far as that support for you from fans and whatnot, where does that come from? Like, what does that look like?
I think every time I meet someone or sing somewhere, and people seem to enjoy it, and that feels good.
And are you fairly accessible that way in terms of if the average fan wants to get a hold of you? Is that something they can do?
Yeah, well, they can always online talk to people, or
Right.
you know, I'll play funerals and different events,
Yeah.
whatever anybody would like, so they can always get a hold of me and let me know if they
Okay,
need me for
anytime I'm
something.
grabbing my beard, I gotta back up and go, okay, you're playing funerals?
No, but I would if
Oh,
someone
okay,
wanted
I
me
see,
to.
fair enough.
Anywhere
Fair
where
enough.
there's a lot of emotion being
Right.
felt, and you could share that with someone would be good too, I think.
So, in terms of that and the emotions in your songwriting, you don't sound like you're scared of the happy or the sad. It's kind of more of an acceptance, at least that's what I'm hearing. That's-
Yeah, that's, you know, there's a lot of things out there.
Yeah. So, lastly, on the online thing, where, for somebody that is just kind of learning about Laura Kelsey, where is the best place that you would want them to go to find information about you?
Just the website.
Main www, you love this, right? And www.laurakelsey.com. That one? Is that who we're talking about? Okay.
There's Facebook as well, and yeah.
So
just
there's,
Google.
if they look, they're going to find you.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. And just give us an idea of what the short term looks like for you.
Oh, got a few shows coming up. Just acoustic shows.
Is this with the full live band, or?
Nope, just me plunking away.
Yeah. Yeah.
This Friday, there's one on December 1st. There is, okay, and then recording in Calgary right now with a very cool group of people. We got Rodney Phipps is the producer and engineer.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're getting some cool stuff done.
Now, I looked, and forgive me if I got this wrong, but I didn't see, have you not done a full album? Or is it
Not
just
a full, not a full bluesy album.
Okay. So the metal ones in the
a-
past you've done?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Done-
So this is kind of like a first crack at the bat in the new style kind of thing? Are you working on an album now? Or?
Yes, doing
Okay.
well an EP. Could be a single and then an EP or something, and then it's not going to be death metal
Right.
this time. But I totally appreciate it, and I enjoyed it a lot. So
Just offhand, how are those death metal fans going to react to the new stuff?
well, I hope it's still still honest music, and I hope that people recognize that.
I would think that if the person themselves can adapt from death metal to something else, then surely the fan base can too. Right? It's got to be a fair assumption.
Maybe I'd be stoned.
Yeah, that's
Don't
right.
care.
Never to be
I like
heard from
everything.
again.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, I did just finished like 8 months or something of doing vocals with a project band called Saint Arden.
Okay.
Composer, kind of guitarist Alexei there.
Yeah.
Very cool symphonic, kind of opera metal, I guess you'd call it.
Oh, really?
And that'll be out in December. It's being mixed and mastered right now.
Okay. And now, as far as that stuff goes, how can anybody
Well,
obtain some of this music?
It'll be out yeah, maybe mid-December, and it'll be posted online.
Saw there's a link to the iTunes store on
Yep.
your main website.
Yeah, and then there'll be hard copy discs as well, I believe.
Cool. Okay.
We'll see who's on the cover too.
That's right. Yeah.
I might be on the cover. No, actually, my friend Sugar's photography. She did
Right.
like just brilliant photos.
I saw a lot of those posted.
They were
on
on
the
Wreck
Facebook
Beach,
page.
and
Oh, were
it
they?
looks like an indoor studio. The background doesn't look real. She did an amazing job.
Wow.
So.
Okay.
So.
And is that somebody that you've worked with in the past, or is that somebody that you know? How'd you meet?
Oh, she's just a great person. And
Just a
it's
great
hard
person.
not to know her.
There. Love it. Wow. Good plug. Yeah. Yeah. Laura, lastly for you, all I got is really I just like to give everybody the opportunity to, if there's anything you want to say directly to your fans, if there's any kind of message that you want to pass along overall, if you just want to say hi, or if you want to let Tundra do the work, you're more than welcome. This is your opportunity to pretty much say whatever the heck you want. The floor is yours.
Can we sing a song?
You absolutely can sing a song. You want me to bring you inside where it's warm and get a little bit of a better sound?
Okay.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
What do you think, Tundra?
Now here once again is the fantastic Laura Kelsey with an exclusive acoustic performance here at Sleeping Bag Studios on SBS Live this week.
Thank you for listening.
I'd like to take this opportunity to once again say thank you to Laura Kelsey, and thank you to Tundra for stopping by SBS Live this week. Be sure to tune in next week for lots more great interviews coming up. We've got Iron Kingdom, we've got Singer, we've got Throttlecaster, we've got all kinds. So in the next little while, make sure that you check back and check back often, because we've got lots of good stuff coming up here at Sleeping Bag Studios. See you then.